Good morning and happy Monday. This morning we dropped my son off to the boat because he is going on his week-long, well, say week-long, it's Monday to Friday, residential trip in Hoy, which is one of the islands here. Not to be super salesy, but there is actually a Hoy picture in my new colouring book, Orkney Magic, which is out today as you're watching this. Let me go show you that actually, that'll be kind of cool. So this is my colouring book Orkney Magic, which like I said is out today, and let me find the relevant page. This is a story of how the hills of Hoy were created, and he's actually going to be walking up one of these hills. So this book is all about myths and legends from Orkney and folklore tales and things like that, which is why I called it Orkney Magic. And this page talks about how the hills of Hoy were created. So it says, the Caithness giant was looking for good soil to enrich his land and waded across the Pentland Firth to Orkney. He carried a casey, a woven basket, slung across his back. When he found a good spot, he dropped the casey, scooping up large handfuls of dirt and leaving large holes. These holes filled with water and became the Harry Lock and the Stennis Lock. He set off home, thrilled with his bounty, but the strap of his casey broke. The dropped earth became the Isle of Gramesy and the Hills of Hoy. And that's what he's going to be walking up this week as one of his outdoor activity tasks. I remember when I did it when I was in school. They do it for the local schools here when they're in P7, which is the last year of primary school, because what they do is like team up with another school to do it at the same time, so that when they go off to secondary school they've got some faces that they recognise. So yeah, I remember when I did it there was like kayaking and rock climbing. I remember there was a big walk. One of the days was just walking up one of the hills of Hoy, and I remember being so cold. I was absolutely freezing, and I remember that I was walking along. I must have been 11 years old. I was so cold and I couldn't warm up, and so I would picture a Charmander in my belly, and I just kept thinking, like, think of Charmander's fire growing bigger and bigger in your belly, and that was the only way that I could feel warm, because honestly I thought I'd never feel warmth again. But it is a lovely trip. He's gonna have so much fun. I'm happy for him that he's going. It's gonna be so weird not having him for these 4 to 5 days, but it's fine. So I'm just having a look at my list. I've got a lot on my list that is like cleaning and stuff this week, because we've got things happening this weekend. If you saw my last vlog, you'll know it is my husband's birthday this weekend, which is the weekend past, like last weekend for you when you're watching this. So we've got some visitors and we've got some celebrations, and basically we need a clean house, and I also need to do things like baking a cake and wrapping presents and going to get balloons. And I've also organised a box of party hats, some banners, and then a couple of kind of jokey gifty things for his work. I organised it with his manager, so she's going to send their delivery driver out to here for a delivery, and then he's going to take the box away with him. And I've done like, so there's like a toilet roll that says holy shit you're 50, so they're going to put that in the toilet, and they're going to replace his cup with one that says I'm 49 plus, because that's their humour at work. It's not my humour at all, but it's their humour. So yeah, and there's some like 50th birthday banners and some just colourful party hats. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but sometime this week. But yeah, I'm just looking at my list. I've just uploaded my vlog, scheduled that for Friday, and I'm uploading his birthday video because I went and spoke to loads of people, like some people that I didn't even know that are just like from his past, and asked them to send in a little video message that says like happy birthday and then a favourite memory with him. So I've pieced all that together. It ended up being 12 minutes long, so I hope he wants to sit through all that. But yeah, so that's uploading. Obviously it's an unlisted video, so unless you have the link you won't be able to watch it, but it is uploading now. Today I need to do cleaning because I am so overwhelmed with my house right now. Like, there's just shit everywhere and I'm stressed. And then I need to do some drawing because part of my new releases for today, which in real time is 10 days from now, 11 days from now, is to bullet journal kits, and I've got the concept, like I've got the theme, but I haven't actually started designing them at all. So I need to do that. Hopefully I can at least get the doodle sketch, the sketch portion, segment, stage, the sketching stage done today. I'm really tired and just not with it. I'm always quite tired after I do weekends at work, because it's like it's 2 12-hour shifts in a row, plus the Friday, and yeah, just quite out of sorts today, but we're gonna crack on. We're gonna see what we can do, and I'll take you with me obviously, but first we really need to clean, and I hate cleaning. I so can't be bothered. Blech. My replacement cup has arrived. I'm honestly not sure if I want to open this on camera because I'm in a mood, and if it's wrong it's gonna put me in a worse mood, and I'm fairly sure it is wrong. By the way, fragile, and look at that. It sounds whole though. I'm fairly sure it's gonna be wrong because they literally changed nothing. They just, I don't even know if I talked about it last week, but I emailed them a complaint, and before I even had a response I got a dispatch notification, and then I got an email a bit later saying, sorry about that, we'll send you another one. Like, we'll pass it on to the team and send you another. But they didn't ask me to change the file or anything like that, so my thought is they're just literally going to print the exact same thing again and haven't actually listened to my complaint. Let's find out if I'm right. I'm not looking forward to this at all. Yeah, it's exactly the same as I knew it would be. I don't know why they bothered. I literally said in my email that the grey is wrong, and they were like, cool, we'll send another, and it's the same. So pointless. I'm not in the headspace to deal with this right now. I'm just gonna make it white and yellow. Right, I've had my little wallow. I'm gonna make a coffee and then we're gonna fix it. The more I'm doing this, the more annoyed I'm getting, because it's just the little things. I know this is like so petty, but just, I already had like mock-ups done, and then I had used those to make listing images in my style, and it's just frustrating. But it's fine, I'm doing it. I'm gonna order another cup because I need one to be here so that I can take photos of it. And then I'm gonna get on with some proper designing because I want to do the kits for the release. So fingers crossed they're done and they're available for you to buy right now. I'm sure they are, but yeah. So the kits I want to do, I believe are, yeah, so we've got back to school and county fair. So back to school, I want to do like the background to be like kind of like a dark greenish with like a chalkboard. So I need to kind of play with some brushes for that and figure out the best way to do that. And then county fair, I'm not sure the background. Maybe I'll have a play, because I could make it very like, there's a county show here and I could make it very themed to that, so like very agriculture heavy, but I want it to be universal because not everyone does a county fair the same way that rural island Orkney does. So yeah, I'm gonna have a play. First I'm gonna go onto Canva and remake my listing image. Urgh, very annoying. Okay, I've been sitting here for a couple of hours and I've got them designed. I haven't done like the washi or the die cuts yet. I'm not going to do any cards with these collections. They're literally just going to be sticker kits. But, so that's back to school. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I mean, it's out right now. So go look at my website. And then this is County Fair, which I think is super cute. I love the background. And that title is also going to be a sticker as well. So I need to make the washi for these. Need to do the full background. Actually, I've done the full background sheets, kinda. Yeah, and I just need to do die cuts. Washi sheets, die cuts. I don't think I'll do a notebook because I don't really want to spend any more money on my shop right now until it's bringing some in. I'm not gonna lie. So I guess I could show you how I do the washi sheets. Bear with me. So I have this template that I use for every single one, and then the first thing I'm going to do is just paste in the background and have that obviously be the background. And then I normally would paste in, normally the title would be on the background. Okay, I'm gonna just copy the entire thing over, because what I like to do is pull in patterns and stuff that are in this. So first of all, I'm gonna make this smaller, just a little bit, just so that there is actually a title on there. Right, so what I'm gonna do now is look at some colours. So the first one I want to pull in is this Candy Floss Pink. So I've pulled the colour, make sure I've got the right brush, and then first of all that needs to be bigger. Then I'm just going to trace around the box. And I like these to also have the patterns too. So I'm gonna alpha lock that so that I don't go outside of those lines. And I actually used a hair, it wasn't that one, it was that hairbrush for doing the candy floss, which is a bit strange, I know. But I'm gonna make that nice and big. How does it look on there? I'm just gonna do this, kind of, because I just wanted the like spun sugar vibe. I don't know if this works or not on a big scale. If I do the middle colour, I think it does actually. So that is a strip of washi, and then all I do to make it neat and tidy is I have a clipping mask, and then it just goes to the, it clips to the template. So now I'm gonna look at something else. Let's do a red and white stripe. Not very even, but I'm gonna do it again. Okay, so that is the second washi. Next one, let's just go for a nice solid yellow. I like to do some solid because not everyone likes patterned all the time. Let's fill that in. And that is already clipping masked. Next, oh, I might do this jam. So that is what the sheet looks like. But I just need to get the backgrounds of these. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm gonna go back into one that I previously did. So we'll do Under the Sea, and I have on the template this just little backing for the bottom washies. Just basically they go behind, and it just means it's a bit easier to cut out and it's easier for you to peel as well. But why? No, that's not supposed to be clipping mask, that's why. Okay, and there is a finished washi sheet. If I just turn that up on its side so you can see it better. That is the finished washi sheet for County Fair. And now I'm gonna do the one for back to school. I'm such a dingbat. I was setting up the Cricut files. So I do my kits, I've talked about this before, but I do my kits on Silhouette and then my die cuts on Cricut. That's just how I like to do it. And I was setting up the files on Cricut. Let me show you. And I was like, oh, I've got some extra room. I'll put on postie stickers, which I've done there. But I just realised I only did the County Fair ones. I've completely not done the back to school ones. So now I'm gonna have to do 2 more sheets. Very frustrating, but I'll print some more postie stickers, so I guess it's not the end of the world. But yeah, one idiot. So I've just got the first lot of die cuts cutting now, but here are the kits. So this is back to school. I misprinted this page. Well, I didn't misprint it, I set the file up slightly wrong. It just needed to move a millimeter to the side. But yeah, this is back to school. There's the washi, and then this is County Fair. So I love these. I think they're so cute. I swear every time I do a new kit, it's my favorite. I really like the new way I'm doing kits now, where I have like a themed background as well, and you can actually get the background to just fill up your journal page and then maybe stick some of these around the edges or whatever you want to do. Just think they're so much more eye-catching. They're a bit more work. It's more fiddly setting up the listing and stuff, but it's worth it to me. I just did a little Patreon post just sharing the kits. I have no paid members on Patreon, so I am literally just talking to myself, but it's there for, you know, if and when anyone does join as a paid member. I have 3 free members, but no paid members. So speaking of Patreon, I'm actually gonna do the Patreon freebies. Like I said, I don't have any paid members, but I'd like there to be a little backlog there for when someone does sign up. They'll get kind of like a little bonus because they'll get a bunch of stuff. So I've got an idea for phone wallpaper, and then what is the other thing I need to do? Where's my iPad? Because it's on my list. A colouring page. So I need to do phone wallpaper and colouring page. I might do a cute little Riley and Starla themed colouring page. Obviously I won't do them all like that. I thought at one point, I was like, should I do a colouring book that is Riley and Starla? But I thought everyone's blue pens are really gonna run out because obviously it's under the sea. But a colouring page is fine, just a one-off page. So yeah, I am gonna finish cutting these. I've got one sheet cutting and then a second sheet. The downside with Cricut is you can't use the software while it's cutting, so once they're finished cutting, I'm gonna set up the next batch of die cuts that I forgot to do and get those cut in, and then just probably do a bit of housework before I start on those Patreon freebies. We're almost there with new releases. I think I'm like 75% there. I've got a few listing images to do, and then but everything's ready. Like, I've got the tops on the way, the t-shirts and sweater, they're on the way, so presumably they're fine to release, but we'll find out when they get here, I guess. So I made the listings last night for the Uppies and Doonies Ba t-shirts, but I want to do child sizes, and they will require, I can't have like one listing that does from child up to adult, so I need to do a new listing for that. But yeah, I'm 75% there, and today is the 17th. I've got 10 days, so I'm feeling super chill about releases, which is a new feeling for me. I'm definitely not used to it, and I'm off work all week this week. I do have a lot of like housey stuff. I need to do some cleaning. I made a list of daily cleaning tasks, but I honestly just don't feel like it. And then birthday related stuff comes more at the end of the week, wrapping presents, making cake, that stuff. His birthday's on Friday, but he's working on Friday, and he said he doesn't want to open presents before work because he will want to stay home and use them, well, which makes sense. So I might not even wrap his presents till Friday daytime, but we'll see how things are. Anyway, they're ready to come off the sheet, so I'm gonna get the next ones going and I'll check in with you soon. Okay, so I've spent a bit of time doing some designing, and this is the colouring sheet that I went with. Just a little scene of Riley and Starla. By the way, I did not notice that when Riley's not coloured in, he's basically a ghost. Actually, I should have realised that because I've actually done a Halloween version of Riley where he is a ghost that I was going to obviously release for Halloween. That's a point. I should do my Riley and Starla sheets with my release as well. Okay, something else on the list. So I also have this I did a while ago, like start of the year maybe, for my Patreon. I don't think I've uploaded it, so I'm going to upload it today. And then this one I did as like a freebie a little while ago. So I think I'm going to put it on my Patreon, but I'm going to set it as accessible for everyone. And then this was a wallpaper that I did ages ago, so I will upload that because I don't think I ever did. And then this is the one I did today, just riding the waves. So I think they're super cute. I'm gonna get them uploaded and then possibly finish making those kids t-shirts. And then I might actually do the Riley and Starla listings. Maybe I should do, I've done a Halloween and Christmas version of Riley. Maybe I should do Halloween and Christmas Starla as well. What could she be though? I need to think about what Starla could be for Halloween. I swear I have moved since you last saw me. It's been like maybe 2 hours. I'm pretty much there with releases. Let me adjust you slightly. So I'm just looking at my list, and I need to make the listing for the Orkney Magic colouring book, and I need to make the listing for the Petey Bit Obsessed tote bag, but I want to actually make the tote bags first, and I wanted to get some nice beachy pictures of the colouring book, but I'm in Orkney, so of course it's been windy and rainy for the last week and there is not a sunny day in sight up in these parts. I know all of England is complaining that they're too hot right now, but yeah, we don't have that problem here. But I'm generally in a good place. Earlier I sat and made listings on my iPad. It's a lot slower than doing it on the laptop, but I was like, well, I'm here anyway, so I'll just finish it. And then I did all of the die cuts on the wrong template, so they were the wrong colour. And I was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna go to my laptop because it's so much quicker, and I managed to get them all redone in probably about 20 minutes or so. But yeah, if we look at my shop right now, my list of products, we have got a lot of drafts sitting here. I don't even know, let's just lean it on my face, absolutely no problem there. A lot of drafts going on. So I need to go through and remove the new listings or new releases tag from last time's new releases, but I don't want to do that right now because we've got 10 days until the launch, and the new releases collection is my featured collection, and I don't want people to come to an empty homepage, so I will do that like last minute on the 27th. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 current listings, and then I'm gonna have 2 more, so 25, 26. There'll be 26 new listings. Obviously, like 10 of them are separate ones for die cuts. In fact, 12 of them, because 2 of them are the ephemera packs, the little packs of the die cuts. But yeah, I'm in a good place. We're fine. I don't know what to do with myself now, really, because I think where I made myself a list of all these jobs that I have to do to get the house tidier and stuff, that really spurred me on to do anything but that. And now I've ran out of distractions and I actually have to do things to the house. It's 20 to 5 now, so I don't know how much I'm really gonna get done. Hey Beezel, you can't jump on me. That's not gonna work, is it? Angles, physics. She's like trying to jump vertically up. What's she gonna do? Land on, she probably, yeah, she would land on my boobs. Oh, she's finding her way around. This girl loves the camera. I swear to God, as soon as I put the camera on, she's like, hey. I mean, I say that as if she isn't literally constantly glued to me. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I was watching one of my vlogs, because yes, I watch my own vlogs. And I thought, like, you would think I only have one pet if you watch either my Instagram stories or my vlogs, because on my vlogs it is Beasley all the time, because she is never away from me. She's constantly wants to be close to me and touching me at all times. But then on my Instagram stories I only ever really post pictures of Missy because I don't know, she gets into cuter positions, and I just only really take photos of her. I guess because it's, well, I was gonna say unusual. It's not unusual for her to sit with me, because she does. If I'm watching TV, she'll sit with me, and she sleeps on our bed every night. But I guess she just has better photo ops, whereas Beasley is around me all the time. So if you, oh sorry, I just hit her in the face. If you only watch my vlogs, you will think I only have a cat, and if you only watch my Instagram stories, you will think I only have a dog. But I do have both. They're old girls, and it stresses me out to think about the fact that they're old girls, and we will not have them forever. So I very much just give you all the loves all the time, don't I? Yes, I do. Hey, lady. You need to get off now, though. You need to get your claws out of me. No, see, the claw is in me. Okay, okay. I've really waffled enough that I should just go and do a bit of tidying. I so don't want to. I still haven't found my phone tripod. I'm stressing about this. I got invited to do a TikTok challenge for next month with Coke Natasha as part of her Patreon, but I'm like, if I can't find my freaking tripod, I don't know how I can do it, because I'll need to like stock up on videos, because it's posting 2 times a day on TikTok, and obviously I'm going to be away in July, So I'd need to have a bunch of drafts, but I need to have things to film, and I have things to film, but I need to have a tripod to film them with. I'm starting to wonder if I left it at the library or something. I really have put off the tidying for too long. I think I have no choice but to go and do it. I've just found it where I looked a million times already. Excellent. Good morning, it is Wednesday morning and I have done a couple of bits already. I was gonna hang washing out, but the sky's looking a little bit grey, so I need to check that. We've got mystery packs over there and a husband birthday present. We're ignoring that, it's fine. So this morning I uploaded the bits I did yesterday for Patreon onto my Patreon. And then I updated my YouTube banner. Actually, I didn't update it, I put one there. I didn't actually realise that I didn't have one there, which is very unlike me. So I made my YouTube banner, which I think is cute. Let me show you it. That's the YouTube banner. So on phones, it just shows you like this bit with nothing else. And then on, I want to say computers, it shows you it with Riley and Starla, and then on TV it will show you the full image. So I think that's pretty cute. Oh, and I also this morning, what you would have seen me do is I went through, because I've got the 50% off birthday card sale this week, which, sorry if you're watching this, well, anytime you're watching this you missed it. It was last week for my husband's 50th, which in real time is 2 days from now. I went through all of my birthday card listings and adjusted the stock on any multiples, like 10 packs, 20 packs and 50 packs, because they already come at a bulk discount. So if you were to also get 50% off those, I would be spending more money than you are for you to get those cards. So I just put everything to 0, and all that you can buy is what I've already got in stock. So for the first time in a sale, I will not lose money by promising people things that I haven't already got in stock, because that is what I tend to do. So every single birthday card you could buy is something I already have here, which is a good feeling. I mean, hopefully people actually buy some, but normally what happens is people buy some and I get really excited about the cost, like the money I've made, and then I realise I've got to order in loads of stock, and I spend hundreds of pounds ordering in stock to fulfill the orders, and I might as well have done nothing. That's exactly what happened with my last sale. It's what happened with Jingle and Joy back in December. So I need to get better at that, and I need to think of what to do for Jingle and Joy, because a lot of people buy multiples. So I need to, maybe I just put up the price of the multiples and make it a smaller discount before the discount, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's a problem for November, so let's not think about that too much today. I didn't end up doing any of the cleaning I needed to last night, and I really don't want to today. I'm really struggling to want to do anything except shop stuff. It's very much a hyper focus right now. I'm not really sleeping because I'm just laying in bed thinking up ideas, and not even thinking up ideas, but just thinking over like, what do I need to do, going over what have I done. So there's just not space in my brain for anything else right now, which would be great if this was a business that, you know, was earning money, because I'd think that's my perfect job, but it is not. So keep plodding along. I really have to force myself. I'm really in two minds about doing this washing, because I counted all my Pride badges, and obviously it's June, it's Pride month. I'm just gonna take a quick picture just to say like these are back in stock, because everything was set to 0 because I just didn't know what I had. So like these are in stock, and you know, I've taken away any option for like bulk buy, multiples, anything, because I actually don't know if I have a working badge maker. I can't remember. I know I ran out of badge backings, and then the company who made my previous ones just either doesn't exist or I couldn't find them. So I ordered new ones, and it took a long ass time to get ones that fit in the exact same way. Even though the measurements were the exact same, they would have like a slightly different thickness. Oh no, it wasn't the metal badge backs themselves. It was the film circles that came with it. They were just slightly thicker and it just totally threw everything. Even a millimeter difference is like such a big deal in badge making. I can't remember if I ever resolved that problem or not, so I don't want to promise out badges and stress myself out. So yeah, I'm just gonna collect those, do a little picture, and then we'll see. My eyes, I haven't taken my antihistamine, that's why. If my eye consultant ever watches my video, she's gonna shout at me because I'm not allowed to rub my eyes. My husband's coming home for lunch because, well, here's a saga for you. So I order my dog food on Zoo Plus, and I ordered some on the 8th. Today's the, no, was it the 8th? Yeah, I ordered it on the 8th. Today's the 18th. A few days ago, my husband was like, have you ordered more dog food, because hers is getting dangerously low. And I was like, yeah, it's on its way, let me check the tracking. And I logged into the app and they had cancelled the order straight away, and I have no idea why. I didn't get an email, I didn't get anything, it just said order cancelled. So for like a week I had been expecting this food to be coming, and then I was like, oh my god. So I ordered it again, and I did pay for upgraded shipping, but I mean, living here, things get here when they get here. So last night we literally eked out the very last cup of food, and then my husband was like, I will go to work early, pick up dog food, and then I'll come home with my lunch and she can just eat a little bit late tomorrow morning because she normally eats at 11. So we're like, okay, cool. And then he bought it this morning, and then I got a notification that my dog food is out for delivery. So yay. But just because it says it is doesn't mean it will be. I was really hoping that my t-shirts would come this week, but I don't know if they will. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, things are fine. I'm just kind of plodding along. I feel really low energy today, and yeah, very overwhelmed with the house. It needs to be in a much better nick than it is, and I just am not feeling it right now. I just honestly can't be bothered. I would love a sleep, but naps make me feel really unwell, so I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, I don't know, my thoughts are not cohesive. I'm just saying words. Maybe I should go hang up the, what did I say I was gonna do before I hang up the washing? I'm gonna take a picture of the pride badges and then I'll go hang up the washing if I have to. Alright, it has been a few hours. I have put washing out, not without laying in bed and having to cry for a little while first though. I just needed it, and then I did some reading in bed, cuddled with the animals, and then was like, right, I need to go do the washing. And I actually can say this now, but I planned with my husband's boss for, I think I've probably said this, I planned with my husband's boss for them to have some like decorations and bits and bobs. Yes, I did, because I remember telling you about the cup. Well, his colleague came and collected them from me, so I was proper like secret squirrel. I had to like disarm the cameras and everything, and the whole time I was thinking, what if he had, because he doesn't get notifications for the cameras on his phone because they annoy him, only doorbell ones but not motion ones. But I thought, because he came home for lunch, he knew I was planning to put the washing out, so he might have looked on the camera to see if I did end up putting the washing out, and then he would see it's been disarmed and be like, why have you disarmed the cameras? That's suspicious. But yeah, so what am I gonna do now? First of all, I'm having a cup of coffee and some biscuits because I very much need it. And then I'm gonna look at some YouTube stuff. So I'm gonna jig about my titles, put some chapters in videos, just a bit of YouTube admin that I haven't done. And then I have started coming up with a schedule for TikTok for July. I'm gonna work on that as well. I want to do like themed weeks and stuff. Also keeping in mind I am on holiday for 10 days of July, so a third of the month I'm not actually at home. So some of it will need to be stuff that I prepare in advance, but it needs to be low data because my phone is constantly barking at me because I'm almost out of not battery, storage. But yeah, I just want to come up with that little content plan just try and do this little challenge because I like having little challenges, and I'm not gonna lie, every challenge I've set myself in the last year I have failed, and there's only so many times I can say to myself, like, there's no such thing as failure, you still tried. Even achieving one day is one day better than you would have done without the challenge. Like, ultimately I need to start actually trying and succeeding in something. So this ain't gonna be it, let's be honest, but it's fine. I ordered some bits this morning, like the last sort of bits that I can do for now for the holiday. So I ordered EU plug adapters and like the RAC driving kit, family kit thing, which has your first aid kit, your warning triangles, although we actually did have one, but it's fine. It has your headlamp deflectors, all that fun stuff. It comes with high-vis jackets, vests, and I've ordered a separate one for myself because obviously I'm bigger than the standard adult size and I don't want to be like, ugh, if I have to put one on. But yeah, literally the only things I think left to do, let me look at my little list. I've paid for everything except the Germany hotel, which doesn't accept payment in advance. You have to pay there, I think. Get the brakes done. It's actually being done tomorrow. European car insurance and travel insurance I'm gonna do at the start of July because I don't want to pay for an extra month when we don't need them. And then make sure we all have 2 weeks of meds. Oh, I can cross off plug adapters. Make sure we all have 2 weeks of meds. Again, I will wait until the 1st of July and just see if any of us can order prescriptions, and maybe write a note to the doctor just saying I'm going away for 10 days so I need to order these a bit early, please. And I want to do the list of our medications just in case we get stopped on border control. Some of our medications are controlled drugs, so I would like to just have it all itemized, exactly what we have, exactly what we take. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and biscuits. Maybe I'll watch something, I don't know. And then I'm just gonna crack on with boring stuff, so I'm probably not gonna film that because you don't need to. It's boring. And then I'm gonna do tidying and stuff. Actually, I was gonna sign off for the day, but we're gonna go out for a drive later because that always, like, it always cheers me up to go out for a drive. So of course my husband came home for lunch and we were having a bit of a chat and he was like, let's go out for a drive later. He's doing a project at the moment. He is doing 1 photo a day to learn photography, which he has an account called PD Pixels. If you want to follow him, it's pdpixels.com, and then he's on Instagram and TikTok. And so I was asking him, have you got your photo of the day, because he takes a new one every day. And we decided we're gonna go out for a drive together later, so I might actually take you with us. I don't know where we're gonna go. Neither of us know where we're gonna go. We probably will just get in the car and drive. But I might take you with us to show you the world that I live in. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. We're at the top of Wideford Hill. I'm really out of breath because we walked up. No, I'm joking, we drove as if. So it's the highest point in Kirkwall. You can see out to there is a cruise ship. Is that Shap? I think that might be Shappensea because I think that smaller one is Thieves Home. Could be wrong. And that is Kirkwall. That is a hot spot. Is it? Now you come up. I'm defo gonna die. Fucking hell.
Reservoir looks a bit like a fucking swimming pool.
Okay, I'm about to be at the highest point. 1 second. Oh, I have no idea. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now we're at the highest point in Orkney. Yeah, it's okay. He's getting content for his photography thing that I was talking about earlier.
I'm getting someone to make this cathedral from here.
Yeah, I'm zooming in so you can see the town. It is definitely windier up here. My zoom isn't good enough really. I will zoom out again. Hang on, let me zoom out. I can only see my own reflection. The cathedral is about there-ish. And the pier is there. I was trying to remember, I think that island is Shackensea, because I think that's Thieves' Home, the little one on the way.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not 100% sure, I could be talking nonsense. Yeah. Is the liner moving? I think it is, isn't it? The liner leaving.
It's about the time that we're leaving, yeah.
Yeah. And then out that way is Orkney, which is where I grew up and where my mum lives.
Right at you now. There it is.
They look like teeny houses. I don't know what they are. So we found what looks like a cairn. Better you than me. I ain't going in there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going any closer than this because that is freaking terrifying. Good God. Good morning. It's Thursday morning and I'm stressed. It is birthday eve today and I'm just struggling. Like, there's so many things in my head that I'm just trying to figure out what exactly I need to do first. Also, my son arrives home from his residential thing tomorrow, so I've just put all his bedding into wash so that he'll come home to nice clean sheets. I'm going to town later with my mum, and we are gonna go to the card shop to get like birthday balloons. I want to get some giant, like a 5 and a 0, and then wrapping paper, and then I need to get all the bits for his cake. I can't remember if I said it before, but he is gonna have a chocolate cake with cherry simple syrup and whipped ganache covering because he doesn't like buttercream. Oh, and blackcurrant jam filling because it's his favourite. I did not have a good night at all. Basically, he has kept saying about how he really just wants to have a chill weekend. He can't wait to have a chill weekend with nothing happening. He wants to stay in his pajamas all weekend. Like, he kept saying how much he wants to chill. And obviously I've planned this surprise. So I was up all night worrying about it, going through different scenarios. I thought, I don't want this surprise to be sprung on him and him to be completely overwhelmed and it ruin his 50th birthday, because you only have a 50th birthday once. So I made the decision to partially reveal the surprise. So when he woke up this morning, he could see I was really anxious and he was like, what's wrong? And even at that moment I was thinking, how much do I want to say? How am I going to say this? And I just said, basically, there is a surprise for your birthday. I don't want you to be upset with me. It's been planned for a really long time. He said, I can't tell you how I'm going to react until I know what it is. And I said, I don't want to ruin the surprise. I can tell you it's not a party. And he just said, whatever happens, happens. It's fine. So I feel a bit better about that now. I hope it's all okay still. I'm still going to be anxious until it happens. But I'm sure it'll be okay. They're on their way now, so I hope I'm not editing this video and going, you should have called everything off at this moment. Or you should have told them about it. But yeah, I was gonna mow the lawn, but last time I did that I gave myself a migraine and I really don't have time to not be well. So I think this morning I will do some tidying, some hoovering. My mum's coming to get me about lunchtime because she's got a meeting until 12. We may sneak out for a little lunch together. And then, yeah, he doesn't want to open his, oh, I said this before, he doesn't want to open his presents before work. So I might even not wrap them until tomorrow, I'm not sure. Because I feel like it would be equally frustrating to like see all your presents laid out and not be able to open them. So I think he will want to get home and then he doesn't want to open them until we go and get our son, which is going to be like 5 o'clock-ish. So, yeah. I need to look up if I should even make the cake today. I shouldn't make the ganache today because apparently it will go like too dry or something, or it'll form a crust. I can't remember. But yeah, so I shouldn't make the ganache today. I need to look up if it's a good idea to make such a moist cake in advance. Maybe everything will end up being tomorrow, I don't know. Let's just see what we can get done. Okay, we're trying to get used to the new glasses again, if you can't tell. So I've done some jobs. I've done washing and hung up I say 2 loads, but it's very small loads because they were like blankets and stuff. My son doesn't use a duvet, he uses a coverless duvet and blankets. And then I spent a while just packing up my husband's presents. Beasley, no, this is really precarious. You can't knock it. Your balance so precariously. Yeah, so put them in a massive bag. Luckily, Royal Mail damaged a bag that was getting delivered to us, so they had to put it into a big plastic bag. I saw a bus coming, but it's not the one I'm planning to get. I'm getting one in like 15 minutes, I hope. I hope that's not the bus I'm getting. It's so hot today, like I feel like the rest of the country today. I'm so freaking boiling. Yeah, I can still get that bus, it's fine. So I actually, right, backstory. So I haven't had my hair cut like professionally since just before Tilly's wedding, so 2022. And I colour it myself. I don't know if since I was a teenager, have I had it fun coloured? I don't know if I've had it coloured anywhere in about 15-20 years. Anyway, we're going on holiday in July, and I just thought, you know what, I want a nice haircut and proper colour that's not just like patchy and done by me. So I messaged the hairdresser asking for an appointment the week before we're going away in July, but they just said, can I just pop in just so that they can like see my hair and see how long it'll take, because this hair is long. Like if I leave my head back, it's like halfway down my bum, so it's long hair, and obviously we've got about 4 inches of bleaching needing done and everything, so it'll be a long job. So I said, yeah, I'm coming in actually in about an hour. So I haven't done half the jobs I need to do because I just got distracted doing that basically, and looking for a crossbody bag that had a long strap, because I realised like it's too hot for a cardigan today, and I'm just gonna have to carry my phone, camera and card. This dress does have pockets, but I don't know, like I don't know how secure I feel about things being in pockets. So I am gonna get ready to go. I tidied the kitchen too, like it's not that bad. I realised I can't hoover because the hoover is actually up in the loft, and I can't get up there because I will break the steps. I actually can't hoover, it's not my fault. But yes, things are upstairs that need to be. Washing is hanging out to dry. To be honest, the first load is pretty much dry already, but I'll just leave them both until I get back. When I get back, I probably need to put washing away because I don't have a basket to put clean washing into right now. But yeah, very much shop not related today. Unrelated to shop. It's just real life. It's just real life and I'm just living it. So yeah, come with me to town. It'll be fun. Up there is where we were last night. I'm so hot. Oh my god. Balloons have been procured. I'm in my mum's car, she's just at the post office. We're gonna go for some lunch. I can't believe how red I am, oh my god. And then get some cake bits and then go home. I'm just out to lunch with my mum, but a lady just came up to me and said she loves my pride outfit, which obviously is just my normal clothes, but how cute. She was like an old lady as well, and it's nice because, oh, someone's looking at me, this is awkward. But it's nice because I live somewhere where people don't love pride, so that's nice. Anybody order some ridiculously oversized balloons? Hey friendy, I came home. I came home. See, couldn't hoover. I came home, didn't I, girlie? Oh, I came home. I'm like fully reclined on my couch right now. I feel like I need to sleep, but I've got cake to be making. It's just so freaking hot, and my lunch wasn't very good. We strongly suspect that they pre-make and then microwave the paninis. So it was like molten, and I burned my tongue on the cranberry sauce, and then yeah, it just wasn't great. I just feel like I need a good glass of water and a sleep. I can have the water, but I definitely can't have the sleep. I gotta go make chocolate cake. I'm not gonna be able to do the cherry simple syrup because there were no cherries in the shop, which is fine. I can do normal simple syrup. There'll still be blackcurrant jam, and there's still gonna be chocolate ganache, so it will be a-okay. I hope we've got enough cream. No, I'll have to walk up to the shop tomorrow. I'm not making the ganache till tomorrow anyway. And then I need to start wrapping some presents, but I don't know if I need to do them today or tomorrow or tonight or whatever. Yeah. I haven't got loads of decorations or anything. Normally we go absolutely ham on decorations, but they're all up in the loft, so I can't get them without asking him to get them, which is a bit obvious. And I do have 3 banners, and then I've got a cake topper and some... Do I have candles? I'm sure I got candles that say 50. Yeah, I've got 3 banners. One says, I think one's like, yay, you're 50, one says happy 50, and the other one says hip hip replacement. So I'm sure he'll love that. And then obviously I've got those giant balloons. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm worrying about nothing. Might go to sleep. She's primed and ready for me to go to sleep. Hey lady, wanna go sleep? Wanna do sleeping? She wants to do sleeping. So my 1M tip was bent in the drawer, so I like tried to push it back into place, and it's accidentally made this like Russian tip, which is quite cool, I think. Okay, I think I'm done with the birthday prep. Cake is ready, presents are wrapped, decorations are up. We've got about an hour until he finishes work, so I'm really relieved that I got it done. I've got the house tidied, so I'm gonna make myself a coffee and I'm just gonna rest for an hour because I've had 3 days in a row of really like more movement than is good for my body. I just lost hearing in one ear. Excellent. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna end the vlog here because obviously this weekend is gonna be all about birthday fun, surprise visit from his friend who has just messaged saying he's just arriving on the island right now. And then we've got our local gala tomorrow. We'll be watching the parade. We'll do some touristy sightseeing-y bits with pals who are up. And yeah, oh, that beep means I left my fridge open. Oh, great. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it's been kind of a weird one because there's not been tons of small business stuff, especially towards the end of the week. But you guys are awesome. I've had some really lovely comments recently, so thank you so much. This means the world to me. I would love to get enough followers one day that I could do this more often, because I would be making some sort of income from it. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll talk to you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye!